guys, it's Silvio with Stretch Lab Morristown, and today what I'm going to do for you is show you a stretch that you can do at home for your quads and your hip flexors to keep you limber through this coronavirus time. I hope everybody is safe at home and staying healthy, not pulling their hair out. So try and incorporate these stretches every day. They'll really help you with staying limber, just because from all the sitting and less activity, everything's starting to tighten up. And we're seeing a lot of people with back problems and hip problems and all this stuff kind of get exacerbated throughout this quarantine time. So this stretch is called the couch stretch. All you're going to need is, you can do this on a wall, chair. I prefer to do it on a wall because it's the easiest thing if you don't have a chair around you or a couch or anything like that. So without further ado, all you're going to do is get into all fours, so hands and knees on the ground. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set up your foot. Pan around. Thanks. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're first going to put one foot back, okay? Now, the higher your foot gets, you can do it like this or like this. If the top of your foot is on the wall, you're going to get a deeper stretch in your shin muscle. I don't really have that good range of motion, so I'm just going to keep my foot like this, okay? So the farther back you drive your knee and the farther your foot goes up the wall, the greater the stretch is going to be in your quad and your hip flexors. So what we're going to do is you're going to start out with your foot a little lower on the wall, with your knee a little farther from the wall. That way you can kind of gauge what's going on. Otherwise it gets really intense really quickly. So I'd rather you guys start out small and then increase. I have this towel here because I'm on tile, so my knee's gonna kill me if I just put all my weight on my knee. So I'm gonna slide this back, right under my knee, okay? Now what I want you guys to be cognizant of is keeping your hips square, okay? I'm gonna take this other leg and come up like this, and that's it. So my hips are square, okay? I'm leaving a little bit of distance in between each leg, so my legs are a little bit staggered. Okay, so I have a good base of support. All right, my chest is nice and tall, stomach's flat, good posture. Okay, now what I'm doing with my leg that's being stretched is I'm squeezing that butt cheek, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna put your hip into a neutral position. It's gonna really open up your hip flexor and your quad, okay? And I'm gonna show you a couple variations that you can do to hit different sides to it. So your lateral, your medial quad, your the one that's right in the middle, and also your hip flexors. So I'm in this position, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my inner quad, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn my torso, okay? What's gonna happen naturally is your hips are gonna try and turn with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put my hand on the back of my leg if I can, just for balance, or the wall, or even a chair that might be next to me. Okay, I'm just going to turn my torso. I'm going to keep that glute stretched, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push back a little bit with this leg to get a deeper stretch, okay? I'm just going to turn, okay? And with this hand, on the opposite side that's not being stretched, I'm going to make sure that this leg stays out here, okay, instead of coming in, okay? So I'm here, taking deep breaths just like we normally do when we stretch, okay? That's that side. We already have the one that's going straight down my leg. And then the same thing with the other side. I'm going to turn to this side. Okay, now I feel it on the outer portion of my quad. Okay, the lateral quadricep. Okay, so I'm right here, squeezing the butt cheek, pushing back a little bit for a deeper stretch, and I'm turning. Now my leg wants to come out here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn and hold on to this leg so that my hips stay stationary and squared up. Okay, I'm just going to turn, take deep breaths. And then lastly, what I'm going to do to get more of simply just my hip flexor a little bit down into here. It's a deep hip flexor with a hinge, where the hip hinges, and also the portion that comes up into your abdomen. I'm just gonna lunge forward. Now if you don't have good range of motion, you could just lunge forward. So this is a good one right here. I'm already feeling it. I'm leaning back a little bit. Now if you wanna go a little bit deeper, you can put your hand down, come a little closer to the floor, okay? And now I'm really getting a nice stretch in here. You can put both hands on the ground. I'm just opening up this leg so that my groin is a little bit outstretched. Bring my chest up. And what you can also do, this is the most advanced position, you can add a little bit of thoracic rotation. So what that is my hands planted here, and I'm twisting up as much as I can. Now I don't have good thoracic rotation, but I'm really trying. I'm opening this up. Deep breaths like that. You want to hold these stretches each side, right? For a minimum, I would say, well, since we're being stationary, I would say like hold it between like 45 and 90 seconds. I know it sounds a little bit long, but we haven't really been doing much, and your body really needs it. Plus, you have the time to hold it. So 45 to 90, 45 to 90, 45 to 90, inner, middle, outer, and then the one going forward. And I guarantee you, as soon as you stand up, you're gonna feel like a different person. So this is Silvio here with Stretch Lab Morristown, and we'll see you guys soon. Hope everybody's healthy.